Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Kiekeffer into the ballgame to try to close this one out. Pressure situation for Dean. This is where he thrives and gets a foul ball to start. He is going to have to face the real meat of the Falmouth order. Scott Lawson, Brian Fletcher, and then Hunter Morris. 2, 3, and 4 in the Falmouth lineup. The 0-1 fastball right over the outside for a called strike. That came in at 87, and it will be a drop-off from what Barnes was throwing tonight. Absolute smoke to Dean, who is more of a finesse guy, to be sure. The lefty feels great slider. Slow ground ball. Dietrich charges, sets, throws, just in time. That's Doliak making the stretch on his first play in the field for Wareham, and it's a big one as they retire Lawson. That is huge, getting the leadoff guy out.
And Dean is really going to have to earn this one, especially when you get to this part of the order. Brian Fletcher and Hunter Morris back-to-back. He has to face both of them. The reason that you would assume that the pitching coach Kevin Long and Cooper Ferris are bringing him in is because he's so good against the lefties. And you have Scott Lawson, who was the lefty, sandwiched by Hunter Morris as well.
Is a strike on the outside. Dean gets the slider over. The lefty now facing his first righty. Here's Fletcher, 2 for 3 tonight, pair of doubles, and was also hit by a pitch. The 0-1, high and outside, and the count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, you've got Morris waiting on deck, who hit the solo home run that gave Falmouth the lead back in the 7th inning. That came off of Matt Barnes, about the only thing that Barnes did wrong. Swing and a miss, and now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Against lefties, Dean on the year, people are batting 125 against him. Then when you turn it over the other way, it jumps up almost 100 percentage points to 222.
Still not a bad number, but an obvious advantage for righties. The 1-2 just low.
That was a great slow breaking ball that looked like it found its way over the inside corner of the plate. Must have been a little bit low.
Kiekeffer will try to shake off the tough call and get it back here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a hard hit ground ball, and that'll be a base hit into center. So Fletcher does his job getting on the base path in front of Morris, who is now the go-ahead run at the plate. 6-5 ball game here as Kiekeffer tries for the save.
And now Dean really has his work cut out for him. And a guy like Hunter Morris, who is already 2 for 3 today, had a single, an RBI single in the 4th, had a solo home run to take the lead at that point for Falmouth in the top of the 7th. And he is certainly probably one of the hardest hitters to get out on this Falmouth lineup, right up there with Todd Cunningham and Brian Fletcher.
Lefty-lefty matchup, though, favoring Kiekeffer. The first pitch, fastball, paints the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1.
What you got to watch out for is if you're Falmouth here, you do not want to hit the ball on the ground. Hunter Morris does not run well, and it would not be very difficult for Wareham to turn 2.
Swing and a miss there as Kiekeffer gets it right past him. Now no balls and 2 strikes.
Exactly what you want to do. Exactly what you want to do. I mean, 0-2 to a guy like Hunter Morris. You can throw whatever you want here.
See what Kiekeffer goes with. From the stretch, jammed him and gets Morris to go down. Half swing at an inside pitch, and Kiekeffer now 1 out away from clinching a Wareham playoff berth. Fletcher on first. The batter is Chris O'Brien, who is 0 for 3 tonight, 3 strikeouts, and also a walk back in the first. Kiekeffer misses low, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch underneath it. This is popped over to the right side. Doliak giving a game effort, but he'll run out of room there on the first base side. Fletcher will come back to the bag. Matt Skoll, the third baseman, waiting on deck if they can get to him. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Kiekeffer from the stretch, just outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield straight away, infield playing deep, nothing fancy, just looking for out number 3 any way they can get it. The 2-1, slider that broke into the righty, fouled off, now 2-2. It is a 6-5 Wareham lead. These two teams have traded the lead back and forth all game. And Wareham trying to finish on top in a wild one in the rain. Kekeffer comes home, the 2-2, swing and a miss! And after 2 straight years finishing in last place in the division, the Wareham Gatemen will once again be a part of the postseason. With 2 games left in the regular year now, all that is left to be determined is seeding, but one thing is for sure, the 2009 playoffs will include the Wareham Gatemen. A Brewster loss coupled with the Gatemen's come-from-behind 6-5 win over Falmouth has done it